Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Alexandra, and in today's video, I am answering questions I get asked so much about pets, living with pets, and having a beautiful home with pets. So I'm gonna try and cover as many questions as I can. And I've also done my own research, so I did like a massive pet deep dive. Everything from the best fabrics, cute accessories, the best litter boxes. I don't wanna call myself an expert, but I feel like I've researched this enough so that you don't have to. Okay, before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's episode, and I can't wait to talk about them more later on in this video. But for now, I was gonna say let's get Lottie. Like actually, let me go get her, 1 sec. I just feel like, what's a pet video without Lottie? Are you gonna do this video with me? Hi friends. Okay guys, let's get started. I miss Harriet too. She was such a star. No, don't get me wrong. You're great and fluffy and really cuddly, but like, Harriet was the OG. If you're new here, just a bit of a backstory. I lived with my two cats, Harriet and Marty. Harriet passed away last September, and I had her for 17 years. She was my family's cat. She always will be like the number one. And I also lived with Marty, who you guys know and love. He made many appearances on this channel. So he was not my cat, he was my ex-boyfriend's cat, and he now lives with him in a different home. And last year, I brought Lottie into my life. She is a ragdoll. She's just my BFF. So the answers to these questions are gonna combine just kind of my experiences and then also weaving in lots of research that I've done on my own time. So the first section is all about furniture. This is probably like the number one question I get asked about pets. What fabric should I have in my home if I have a cat or a dog? The worst fabric, in my opinion, to have if you have, I would say especially cats, is any kind of fabric that has a loose weave to it. So this is what a loose weave looks like, pretty identifiable. It's fabric that has a loose weave. Cats can get their claws stuck in that weave and then pull out the threads of the fabric. When I lived with Marty, he destroyed a sofa because it had a really loose weave to it, and he just pulled out all of the threads in the sofa within, I don't know, like 2 weeks. A good example of a fabric with a tight weave is canvas or denim, anything that's just hard for them to like really get their claws into. So the best fabric to have if you have a cat or a dog is microfiber, and there are so many sofas on the market that are made from microfiber. It's really easy to get the hair off of it, or if your cat or dog has an accident, it's just a really easy fabric to like work with. I also think leather is a great option. I feel like this might be somewhat of an unpopular opinion, but if you invest in a really like good, authentic leather sofa, the leather is going to age as the years go by. And I personally find that, you know, if your cat or dog scratches it, it kind of adds to like the patina of it. Leather is also really easy to clean. You can just like easily wipe it away. This is an unpopular opinion, but velvet has always worked for me in terms of cats not being able to scratch out the threads and in terms of cleaning it. A lot of people, when I've mentioned this in videos, have said like, wait, velvet like totally attracts hair. The key here is that you want a really good quality velvet. I have had not so good quality velvet, so the hair just sticks to it and it doesn't come off. My sofa, on the other hand, is a crushed velvet. It's from Bem's Furniture. It's really amazing quality. It was not cheap. And I just find that it has worked so well for me. Yes, there's hair on my sofa, as there would be if you had a microfiber sofa, but it's really stayed intact and worked really well for me. A tool that I love and swear by when it comes to cleaning your furniture is the Chom Chom. It's $35 on Amazon. My friend Carla's family gifted this to me, which is so kind, and her cousin was like, I swear by this, it works so well, and it is amazing. It doesn't use any sticky pads or like adhesives, and you just like roll it along your rug or your sofa, and you guys, look at how much hair it picks up with just a couple of swipes. That's how much hair is in the fabrics in my home. That is alarming. Look at that. Everyone needs one of these.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Okay, so tell me, what's happening with the birds lately outside? Uh-huh. He said that? That's crazy. No, I will not go on a date with you. You're a bird. Technically, you're supposed to eat the birds. Before we get into the next topic, I want to give a huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are looking for kind of a one-stop shop when it comes to everything Team AG, head to my website, alexandragater.com. There you can find a link to my merch, the TED Talk I recently gave. A lot of you are still asking, how do you watch that? The link is on my website. And it's also where you can buy a virtual design package, a service that I recently launched at the end of last year. So Squarespace makes it possible for me to do all of these things in one place. And it is kind of like a one-stop shop when it comes to your business. So you can set up a blog, a storefront, communicate with your clients all through the website. And what I love is just the ease of everything being in one place, everything being super easy to work with. There's no coding, there's no HTML, it's all drag and drop. And the templates that they offer are also so beautiful. If you guys are looking to start your own website, blog, storefront, head to squarespace.com/alexandragater and use my code for 10% off your first website or domain. Okay, let's talk about pets and plants. For those of you who always ask, how do you have so many plants in your home and how does Lottie not eat them? I have always just been blessed with cats who aren't really interested in eating plants.
I'm so happy and not at all jealous.
Sometimes Lottie will like chomp on the corner of a plant if she wants attention.
You and me both, brother.
But if you have pets that love to eat plants and you still want greenery in your space, here are some tips to try out. Cats hate the smell of citrus, so try putting some lemon peels just in your plant pot on top of the soil. Do not use lemon citrus oil as that's toxic. Use an actual real lemon. I've also heard that cayenne pepper is a really great deterrent, especially because if cats start to like dig in the soil and they get the cayenne pepper on their paws, they're gonna be like, oh, don't like that. So you just sprinkle it around your plants and hope that they don't eat them. I also found this plant pot grid that just goes right at the base of your plant. So this helps your cats or your pets from digging in the soil. I know that that is an issue for a lot of people. I find that this grid is concealed enough that it's not like an eyesore, but it's still a deterrent for your pets. In terms of plants being poisonous for your pets, I have found a really great website that is basically a database of plants that are safe and not safe for your pets, both cats and dogs. The ASPCA also gives you a list of plants that are toxic. If you click on the plant, it'll show you signs that your pet has maybe ingested this plant. The thing I love about this website is that it's super easy to use and there's just like so many plants in their database. Some of my favorite houseplants that aren't toxic to cats and dogs are the banana leaf plant, spider plants, polka dot plants, certain succulents, and prayer plants. So if you can hear that noise, it's Lottie playing with her toy that her Auntie Eva bought her. Okay, Lottie, could you like maybe go and do that in another room? I would love to know in the comments down below how you guys watching with pets who like to eat your plants, how do you deal with it? Maybe you just don't have plants in your apartment. I don't know. That sounds sad to me. There has to be a solution. I want to hear from you. Let me know. I feel very passionate about this topic because last year, near the end of Harriet's life, she was having so many bathroom issues. It was so stressful. Of course, there was Lottie as a kitten, so she was using the bathroom too. And I tried just about every litter on the market, every litter box, and I have some really great tips to share with you. My friend Melissa Maker from Clean My Space told me about this litter. It's called tofu litter, and it has changed the game of cat litter. Seriously. It has no smell to it. It is made from food grade bean dregs, which would have been thrown into the landfill anyways, which is amazing. It's environmentally friendly. You can also use it as fertilizer in the summertime if you have a garden, which I think is amazing. So it's completely biodegradable. It is dust free. And when I say it's dust free, I really mean it's dust free. And it does not I don't know how, have an odor to it. It's a bit on the pricey side, but what I will say is having one cat, I go through about full bag in like a month and a half, 2 months. So I usually buy like 5 bags and that lasts me a good like 4 to 5 months. To me, it's worth it to have a home that like does not smell like cat at all. I also love that this litter comes in a vacuum sealed bag. And so when you open it, it expands and it's just easy to store. So on that same topic, litter boxes, I have found 2, actually 3 that I'm gonna share with you. So the first one, like I said, when Harriet was near the end of her life, she was having trouble walking and actually getting into her litter box. So I discovered this box, which is super low to the ground and it was really large. So if you have an older cat who has trouble walking, has arthritis, and just like isn't going into the litter box, this really helped us. And it meant that she was actually using the litter box instead of going outside of it because she could actually get into it. The other litter box, it's not a litter box, but it's a hack, is this cabinet behind me. So I DIY'd this, it took me an afternoon. I used the IKEA PS locker and it's a game changer. It acts as my entryway console. So it's kind of like where I just dump everything when I walk in the door. And it also hides Lottie's litter box and all of her supplies. So all of her extra litter. She has a little basket with like her brush and nail clippers and all that. There is no litter on the floor ever because it's all concealed in the locker. It makes it so that I can live in a small space, have a litter box, and like no one would know that I have a cat. The other litter box that I swear by is this beautiful Igloo litter box. It's from the same company that sells that cat litter, Teddy Bob. They're also a Canadian company, which is awesome. It is quite large, but I find that it's not like really an eyesore. And what I love about this is that it has a little grate at the front. So when your cat is leaving, the grate kind of takes the litter off their paws and puts it back inside the box. It's lined with something to help minimize the smell. I will say that my cabinet DIY does a much better job at really keeping the litter inside the cabinet. When I had the Igloo box, I still had to clean up around it, but it definitely left less of a mess than your standard litter box would. And the smell thing was great. It really did conceal the smell. I said I had 3, but I actually have 1 more. This really fun litter box doubles as a plant pot, and I love how if you turn it around, you don't even know it's a litter box. So if you put this in a bathroom, your cat can go in the other side, use the litter box, and like no one will know that it doubles as your cat's bathroom. I think that's so fun. I could talk about cute pet accessories forever because there's just so many, but I've narrowed it down to my favorites, the ones I think are like the best on the market right now. Quick plug, I have a newsletter that I put out every week. It's called the Decor Edit, and we do tons of product roundups every week. We also do this on Instagram, but if you want even more curated product selections, sign up to my newsletter. You can do that by heading to my Squarespace website, alexandragater.com, scroll down, there's a newsletter sign up. And I'm mentioning this because we actually did a pet roundup a couple weeks ago, and it's like all the product suggestions you could want for a specific topic in one place. So for dogs, crates and gates, I feel like are such an eyesore, especially if you live in a small space. My friend Lauren recently got the cutest dog ever named Peach, and I saw this product on her Instagram and I was like, where is your crate from? It's so awesome. So this is from Kind Tail. These crates have no sharp edges, they're collapsible, and they come in these beautiful colors. Just like such a great solution if you have a dog that needs to be in a crate. Another product that I have loved using that is for cats or small dogs is this backpack. I found this on Amazon. I will link it down below. All the products that I mentioned today will be linked down below. I take Lottie with me and she loves it. She can look out the little bubble at the front. It's roomy. It's really easy to just like carry her. And a lot of the times when I'm in an Uber, people don't notice that I have a cat in this backpack because she just sits there and she's weird. She just like loves traveling and loves going places. It's also collapsible, so it's really easy to store. Also, I think Taylor Swift might have this backpack. If you guys don't know already, I'm obsessed with Taylor Swift. Want to date her, also just want to be her BFF.
Because I'm in lesbians with you. What?
Pet beds. I feel like pet beds are one of those items where you think, okay, I'll just buy this like $10 one from the pet store. But if you live in a small space, everything should count. So this pineapple bed is beautiful. Harriet loved sleeping in this. Lottie also loves sleeping in it. This one was from HomeSense. I find that they have lots of fun pet accessories like this. I think every pet owner should just have a beautiful pet bed because like, why not? It's like a win-win, you know? Other places to find beautiful accessories like pet beds, toys, leashes, collars. I'm just gonna do like a rapid fire. Good Boy has cute toys like this triangle tug. The Wag Swag brand has gorgeous leashes. I love this pink leash. There's something about dog leashes that I'm like, I just want a dog so I can walk it on this leash. Indigo also has really cute pet accessories. Look at these poop bag holders. They're like neon and they're so fun and just really beautiful to look at. Rover is a Toronto brand that sells really cute bow ties. I bought one for my friend Eva's dog Gilly and she just looks so cute with her little bow tie on. I also maybe have one for Lottie.
Cute. Look at you. Little bow tie.
If you're watching in Europe,
Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour, hi.
Zara Home just released a gorgeous pet line as well. Thank you to a viewer for this hot tip. When Harriet was peeing everywhere, it was just the worst. And I really did a lot of research on a product that would help get the smell out of floors or rugs. And I found this product on Amazon that I bought. It was pretty expensive, but the reviews looked amazing and it did work really well for hardwood and like tiled surfaces. So it has enzymes in it that completely break down, I guess, whatever's in the urine that makes it smell. I think it really depends on your animal and how much they're like peeing in the same spot. But for me, I found that like I'm just so sensitive to that smell that I would just have to throw fabrics out if she peed on them. It was $25, so a little bit pricey, but worth the splurge. It did really work for me. I've also heard amazing things about this charcoal air purifier bag, specifically from Carla, my videographer, who has 2 cats. And it's really cool. It looks like a little pencil case. It's 100% fragrance and chemical free, and you can use it as fertilizer in your garden. You can use it up to 2 years, which is great. It's $10. And so what Carla does is she just puts it in a corner. I think she has a few around her home, and she says that it really works to like absorb any like pet smells. So I definitely want to try this. I mean, I don't really need to. The litter does a really good job at concealing the smell in my cabinet, but worth a try because I have heard that this really works, and I love that it's completely natural and fragrance free and chemical free. I just have like one tip in this section because baskets, people, are everything. I talk about them all the time. They're just perfect to organize things in your small office, your bedroom, your linen closet, anywhere you can put a basket. Do it. That's what I do with Lottie's toys. I keep them all in a decorative basket. She actually like goes into the basket herself and takes her toys out. Baskets conceal all those things that like are kind of unsightly when it comes to having pets. I also put her food in like a glass jar in the cupboard, and I don't know, it just looks nicer. So baskets, jars, anywhere you can just put a basket and store stuff in it, do it. I don't know what that meant. Why are you biting me? Okay, there you guys have it. I feel like this is a long video, but I really hope it was packed with so many answers to the questions that you guys ask me. And I hope that you guys continuously refer back to this video. I wanted it to be like a one-stop shop for everything pet related. Thank you again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys go sign up for my newsletter, check out my Squarespace website, and as always, I will see you guys next week.